At least we're getting closer to the light.
Short lore explanation? I can't guarantee it'll be short, but I can give a lore explanation. Compass area markers. When the compass turns gold, the objective somewhere in the area, search the area for clues.
Is that Sindri?
Ah, fuck. But what do you need to know about? Or what do you want to know about? I'm generally pretty good at keeping track of lore. So I'm usually very helpful. So if there is something specific you're interested in, I should be able to help.
How are you here before us, dwarf?
I feel like you're dodging the question.
Oh, all right. It's bad. Are you happy now?
Yeah. Okay. Only thing I know is that the kid is Kratos' kid, so I would like to know... That's it. So I would like to know what's going on. Okay. So, we are playing as one Kratos, god of war, who was once upon a time a Grecian general from Sparta. I guess a Spartan general. He didn't... It was like he fucked with the rest of Greece as well. But he was a general in the Spartan army. Once upon a time, he got his ass kicked. And he was like, yo, Ares, give me the power to defeat my enemies, and my life is yours. And then Ares gave him the power to defeat his enemies, and he defeated his enemies, and thus his life with it was Ares. But then he would murder and slaughter across the countryside in Ares' name, and at one time ends up in this little village where I don't know why they're there. They just want to fucking kill shit, I guess. And Kratos is going around killing everything he can find. When, oopsie daisy, he kills his wife and daughter because he was too drunk on killing. And this is somehow Ares' fault. Now, in Kratos' defense, he did leave them in Sparta with like specific instructions to stay in Sparta. And Ares, through various manipulations and machinations, did end up putting them in Kratos' path. That being said, it wouldn't have fucking happened if Kratos wasn't such a huge fucking tool. So, kind of his fault, really. A bunch of stuff happens. Kratos decides that he no longer wishes to serve Ares. There's a whole, like, side story where he is looking for a way to break his oath. He breaks his oath to Ares, and then for a period of 10 years, he is in service to the other Greek gods to try and get them to get rid of the nightmares of the death of his wife and daughter, which he is in denial of. He is in denial that he did it. During this time, among other things, he thwarts a... what's the word I'm looking for? He thwarts a plot by Persephone, the wife of Hades, to basically destroy the whole world, everything, like that life, the afterlife, Olympus, so on and so forth. And in the process of doing so, does result in the Titan Atlas being given his position of holding up the whole fucking world. So one day, Kratos is out running errands for the gods, and Athena is like, yo, Kratos, Ares is fucking shit up over in Athens, I think, is where it is. Because I think it's the Oracle of Athens, right? Yeah. So, Ares is fucking shit up in Athens. Go kick his ass. And Kratos is just like, yeah, alright. And so Kratos is tasked with finding essentially the power to kill a god. So he finds the Temple of Pandora fastened upon the back of the Titan Kronos. And within is Pandora's box, within which lies the power to kill a god. Kratos finds Pandora's box, but whoopsie-daisy, Ares is wise to what he's doing, and all the way from Athens chucks a big fuck-off, like, pike, like a wooden stake, about as twice as tall as Kratos, across the world, and impales Kratos, pinning him on a wall inside the Temple of Pandora. And then Ares takes the box for himself. Kratos goes to hell. This is, in fact, the second time, canonically, that Kratos has gone to hell, because he did go to hell in Chains of Olympus, which takes place within the 10 years that he's errand boy for the gods. Kratos goes to hell, but Kratos is too angry to stay in hell, and he climbs out, and he gets to Athens, and Athens is fucking just fucked. Athens is gone. Athens is beyond saving. Because Kratos is bad at his job. So he runs over to Ares. It's just like, yo, Ares, fuck you. And he busts the box of Pandora. He busts Pandora's box wide open. And he grows like hundreds of stories tall, about as tall as Ares is at this point. Like, they're both huge. And they have a big dumb fight, and Ares, in the middle of this big dumb fight, reveals, haha, Kratos, you are the one that killed your wife and child. Or I think he realizes that earlier, but he's taunting him with it. And then Kratos is like, no, it was your fault! And through the power of denial, he picks up a sword from a statue and kills Ares with it. And the gods are just like, yo, Kratos, we can't actually solve your PTSD. Sorry. And Kratos is like, damn it. And Kratos casts himself off the highest peak in all of Greece. But the gods save him, and they're just like, yo, Kratos, we want you to be the new god of war. You're not allowed to die. And Kratos is just like, ugh, fuck, fine. And he becomes the new god of war. Immediately after this, Kratos starts having more nightmares, in addition to the ones he was already having. And these nightmares are about his mom, who he finds out is in Atlantis. And Athena is just like, yo, Kratos, you probably shouldn't pursue this line of inquiry. And Kratos is just like, fuck you, Athena. And he goes to Atlantis, and whoopsie daisy, he sinks Atlantis. But before he sinks Atlantis, he finds out from his mom that his brother is still alive. See, Kratos had a brother that we didn't know about up until this point, and just for the record, this game comes out after God of War 3, so we're way into the weeds right now. So Kratos finds out that his brother, Deimos, is still alive. So Kratos fucks off to the underworld and kills Thanatos. But in the process, he finds his brother, and his brother dies. So, also I should mention, Kratos' mom was turned into a monster earlier, and he had to kill her too. So Kratos is kind of like 4 for 4 right now on killing family members. So then, God of War 2. Kratos decides that he's going to go fuck up Rhodes just for the hell of it. So he goes to Rhodes and he fucks it up, and then whoopsie daisy, he gets zapped and a whole bunch of his god powers are removed. So he's just like, ah, damn it. And then Zeus is just like, yo, Kratos, listen, I think you're pretty cool, so here's what I'm going to do for you. To defeat the Colossus of Rhodes, which is this big statue that was brought to life by unknown means, I'm going to give you the Sword of Olympus. If you pour all your godly powers into it, then you can use it to defeat the Colossus. And Kratos is just like, that sounds fucking sick. So he does that, and then the Colossus falls on top of him. And because he poured all of his godly powers into the sword, he doesn't have them anymore. So he's all fucked up now because he had a huge fucking statue fall on top of him. So he's just like, oh god, I gotta get the sword so I can get all my godly powers back. And then Zeus comes down and he's just like, haha, psych, idiot. And he stabs Kratos and he's just like, you will never rule Olympus. Something Kratos never actually wanted to do. But we'll get to that. So Kratos goes to hell. But you see, Kratos is too angry to die. And also, he gets some help from the Titan Gaia. And Gaia's just like, yo, Kratos, we need you to go to the Sisters of Fate, and we need you to turn back time so that, like, you can rescue us from being fucking annihilated at the end of the Titan War. If you could do that, pretty please, we'll help you get your god powers back. Pretty please, Kratos. So Kratos goes and does that. He goes to the Sisters of Fate, and the Sisters of Fate are just like, yo, Kratos, fuck you. And this is, of course, after Kratos has met a number of other famous Grecian mythological figures like Icarus, Theseus. My wireless controller is disconnected. Icarus, Theseus, Perseus. And he murders them all. And then he also sees Atlas again. He's just like, yo, Atlas, what's up? And Atlas is like, Kratos, I know what you're up to, and I know that you're gonna help the Titans, but I'm still really kind of mad about what you did to me all the way back at God of War Chains of Olympus. Although, technically speaking, Chains of Olympus hadn't come out yet. It came out after God of War 2. So, Atlas is talking about things that haven't technically happened yet. I think that's enough. No, hold on, I'm not done. So he kills the Sisters of Fate, and he frees the Titans, and they're just like, yo, let's go fuck up Olympus. So they go to fuck up Olympus, but the Titans get fucking wrecked by, like, every god, and it's just like, oh, beans, we didn't think this through, and Kratos is just like, well, first off, Kratos kills Neptune. And then he's just like, Gaia, my bestie, you need to help me. I'm about to fall off your back. And Gaia's just like, sorry, idiot. You were a means to an end. And Kratos just like, God damn it. And then Kratos falls to hell. But you see, Kratos is too angry to die. So he climbs back out of hell after killing Hades and meeting Hephaestus. And Hephaestus is just like, I need you to help my daughter, Pandora, you know, of box fame. So, in a long, convoluted series of events that involves Kratos killing Helios, killing Mercury, killing Athena, killing Hercules, fucking Aphrodite, who I think is technically his sister, and then killing Hephaestus, he does rescue Pandora from the labyrinth, which was designed by Daedalus. And Daedalus this whole time is just like, oh, is that Icarus, my son? And it's just like, no, I killed Icarus in the last game. And he's just like, oh, no! And then he dies. And then you get all the way back up to the top of Mount Olympus. And Pandora's just like, yo, Kratos, I need to dive into the flame of Olympus and kill myself so that you can access the Pandora's box. And Kratos is just like, I don't want you to do that. You remind me a lot of my daughter, and I don't want to lose her again. And she's just like, this is literally my one function in life. Let me do this. And Kratos and Zeus get into a big dumb fight. And also, Zeus is Kratos' father. And we learned that at the end of God of War 2. And then Gaia shows up. And Kratos and Zeus go have a big dumb fight inside Gaia. And in the process, they stab Gaia in the heart. Well, Kratos stabs Gaia in the heart. And he stabs Gaia in the heart through Zeus. By the way, at the end of God of War 2, Athena sacrifices herself to stop Kratos from killing Zeus, and this whole time she's been following us as a Force ghost, because she, like, attained some, like, higher consciousness, and once we kill Zeus, who again was our father, so we're like 5 for 5 with killing family members now, Athena's just like, yo, Kratos, give me the power that you took from Pandora's box so that I can rule all of humanity. And Kratos is just like, no, the box was empty. And she's just like, no, but you used the power. You've had the power ever since you opened the box to defeat Ares. And Kratos is just like, nuh-uh, idiot. And she's like, yes, you have. Give it to me. And then Kratos stabs himself. And he's bleeding out on the ground, and Athena's just like, I'm so disappointed in you, and she fucks off. And Kratos is left to die. But you see, Kratos is too angry to die, so he survives stabbing himself through the torso, and he fucks off to Norway. And that's how we get here. And in that time, he shacks up with this lady named Faye. She dies prior to the start of the game, and they have a kid named Atreus. So basically, Kratos took some strength shrooms, then killed his family, gets PTSD, dies, then kills the gods, and then fucks some Norwegian chick. Yeah, basically. I mean, he dies a few times. Okay, technically only 2 of those are deaths. The others, he just kind of goes to hell for a holiday.
Sindri, have you always been so...
Clean?